once upon an election.
Electoral Commission of New South Wales, you're speaking with Richard Exton. How can I direct your call?
Good morning, Mr. Exton. My name is Harry Hardpecks, and I'd like to register a political party for the coming election.
For the coming election?
That's right.
I see, and you're aware that the coming election is, in fact, next month.
I am.
You may have a significant hurdle there, Harry.
Now, look here, Mr. Exton. I was quite prepared for this right-wing response from a public servant like yourself. Do you realise that by definition your role as a public servant is to, in fact, serve the public? Had you considered that?
I am trying to help you, Mr. Hardpecks.
Then you'll do well to put me through to someone who is capable of registering my party.
Well, you see, there's no problem in registering your party. It's a matter
I
of...
see the firm voice of authority has got through to you, young man. Now take this down.
Sorry?
Take this down. I'm going to tell you my party particulars, and you're going to record them.
I can't just record your party particulars. You need to supply your constitution, your declaration of party members, names and addresses of your officer, deputy, secretary...
Paperwork, red tape, bureaucracy. You'll be the first to go once I'm in charge, Richard. Mark my word.
Mr. Hardpecks, you need to approach this the right way.
And what is right, Richard? Who are you to tell me what the right or wrong way is?
I'm a representative of the New South Wales Electoral Commission. We do have set ways in which to register a political party.
Fine. We'll do it your way. My name is Harry Hardpecks. My party is the betterment of unethical trade and transport. My constitution is get the job done. Declaration, get the job done. Officer, me. Deputy, me. Secretary, me. Are we understood, Mr. Exton?
You're mad.
I'm considerably angry, yes.
Your constitution can't be get the job done. In it, you have to declare your fundamental principles, your established precedents.
Yes. Fundamentally and unprecedentedly, I hereby establish my principle is to get the job done.
That doesn't even make sense.
You don't make sense, Mr. Richard Exton. Exton, by the way, being the name of a Victorian native potato, so perhaps I ought not call you Richard Exton, rather dictator.
I'm hanging up now.
Not until I know my party name is registered.
Mr. Hardpecks, I haven't even written it down.
Haven't even written it down. The procrastination of this government is the detriment of our nation, young man.
I think you mean state, not nation.
Detriment nonetheless. Now, the party name is the betterment of unethical trade and transport.
The B-U-T-T party.
Yes, indeed.
And you're happy with that?
Why shouldn't I be?
No reason, Mr. Hardpecks. Thank you for the phone call and informing me of the B-U-T-T party. I'll pass this on to my superior.
Be sure that you do. Goodbye.
Good riddance. Goodbye.
Harry, darling, how did you go? Are we registered?
Couldn't have gone better, Carol, my love. Couldn't have gone better. Hardpecks. Harry Hardpecks, Premier-elect of New South Wales. Pleased to meet you. No. Needs to be smooth like Barry Manilow, but firm like Mark Latham. Hardpecks. Harry Hardpecks, Premier-elect of New South Wales. You must be pleased to meet me.
Harry, are you practicing for office again?
Yes. I think I've found the perfect balance of suavity intertwined with domination.
That's nice, dear. Can I play?
I insist. Why, the two of us are one. Once I'm made Premier, you will be by virtue a representative, no, an extension of the state.
An extension?
Yes, my dear, the state will rest upon my shoulders, and as a well-crafted armrest protrudes from the sides of a leather recliner, you are an extension of myself. Some weight, I fear, must be endured by you.
Sorry, I'm confused. Am I a protruding armrest or one of your shoulders?
Just practice.
All right. The name is Hardpecks, Carol Hardpecks, First Lady to the Premier-elect of New South Wales. Pleased to meet you.
Not bad. Try it again, but don't smile this time. We don't want the media honing in on those eye wrinkles. The media are onto us already. Must have caught wind of the newly registered B-U-T-T party. Remember, Carol, be welcoming but assertive, friendly but don't smile. Good afternoon, Hardpecks. Harry Hardpecks. You must be here to interview me about my new political party, the betterment of unethical trade and transport. Please, come in.
No, actually, I'm not here to interview you at all. I've dropped by to inform you that your failed registration of the BUTT party has made you the laughingstock of New South Wales.
Pardon?
Front page story, Harry Hardpecks, butt of New South Wales clown party.
Clown party? That's not the... I didn't register that.
Mr. Hardpecks, I feel you. I've been in your shoes and I'm here to help.
I don't need your help, Mr.
Beefeater. Dirk Beef Eater. And you do need my help because I have a registered party. And if you have any chance of becoming a state MP by March, then I'm your only option.
My only?
I need a candidate to put forward, Harry. I need a man to lead the way, to be the face of the party. I need someone to take the reins and become the next Premier of New South Wales.
Next Premier, you say? Well, Mr. Beefeater, let me tell you, you've knocked on the right door this morning. I could be your man. I can be your man. No, I will be your man.
Glad to have you on board, Mr. Hardpecks.
And what is the name of this prestigious political party that I will be leading?
We're the party for bringing outward the tyranny and trickery of obscure modernism.
The BOTTOM party. I like it.
Mr. Harry Hardpecks, let me welcome you once again to the party for bringing outward the tyranny and trickery of obscure modernism.
Yes, I've always been a fan of the BOTTOM party. Before I sign anything, though, I'd like to look at a few of the policies.
Policies?
Yes, the agenda will push once I'm Premier of New South Wales. We have to get onto these things early, you know. The press are pressing.
Speaking of which, you have an interview on Hope 1032 this afternoon. Here's what you'll need to say.
You've prepared my answers.
Yes, Mr. Hardpecks.
What if I want to ad-lib?
Oh, don't be silly.
What if I don't agree?
You do agree.
How do you know?
Because I wrote the answers.
We might disagree.
We don't.
Yes, but how do you know? You haven't even asked me what I stand for yet.
And what exactly do you stand for, Mr. Hardpecks?
Getting the job done.
That's it?
Yes, well, it was rather all-encompassing. I figured there was no great need to expand.
Oh, very clever, Mr. Hardpecks. So we're all agreed on this afternoon's interview, then?
Not yet. I see here you want me to promise tax reforms.
Yes.
What kind of tax reforms?
Well, much like your all-encompassing political stance, these reforms cover a multitude of possibilities.
What if I'm asked to expand?
If you're asked to expand, you merely acknowledge the need to seriously grapple with tax reform in order to continue the prosperity of New South Wales. All current taxes will be examined and cross-referenced in order to ensure the type of reform needed that will lead to the benefit of families living in our fine state.
But you didn't expand at all.
Exactly.
You didn't even promise anything.
Therefore, Mr. Hardpecks, no promise will be broken once you're Premier.
Well, surely there's something solid I can offer.
Ah, there is. In order to research the abundance of ways in which reform can take place and monitor the execution of studies, reports, summits, etc., an overseeing body will be established, whose role it will be to maintain credibility among the state governance.
And how does the state finance this new governing body?
We increase tax.
I can't say that.
Of course you can't say that, Mr. Hardpecks. Your role is to imply, but never promise, lower taxes, whilst at the same time enable financial stability and growth for the New South Wales government.
By increasing tax.
Exactly.
It seems awfully deceptive.
Well, should you be elected Premier of New South Wales and you don't wish to raise taxes, there is the prospect of scrapping your expense allowance.
Expense allowance?
Yes, the current rate is $67,248 tax-free on top of your salary. If you don't feel you need this, perhaps I can alter your answers to the interview.
Not so fast, Mr. Beef Eater. I've given it some thought.
Yes?
And perhaps a small increase to state tax isn't entirely inappropriate.
You're happy to recite the answers exactly as they're written?
Exactly.